can'taffordcollege.com. Hello everyone. I went to see Lea Salonga in concert last night at the Pechanga Theater in Temecula, California. So I just wanted to talk about my experience. But before I do, I want to talk a little bit about Lea Salonga, because she is a Filipina queen. Lea Salonga she's a global phenomenon. She has been entertaining audiences for decades now. She's awesome. And it was wonderful seeing her live in concert. She started performing as a child. She kind of got her big break from Miss Saigon. Can you imagine being a young, like an 18-year-old Filipina girl traveling to London to perform, to sing for a bunch of rich whites? You know what I mean? And making that fucking European pound, whatever currency they use over there, instead of the Philippine peso. That must have been amazing. Like at 18. And I have not seen Miss Saigon yet, unfortunately. I don't know the story. I know it's like based on Madame Butterfly, which the extent that I know Madame Butterfly is from that Weezer song or the album Pinkerton. Am I mixing things up? Anyway, I would love to see Miss Saigon just so I could understand the story. I look it up. There's a UK tour coming up in October, but as you can see, I'm not a rich white. I don't live over in the UK. I can't travel over to the UK right now, or possibly ever. So I hope Miss Saigon comes to, within the vicinity of 25 miles around my dwelling. I initially came to know Lea Salonga from Aladdin. It's unbelievable. If you thought Hollywood hated Filipinos in 2025, can you imagine the 90s? You know what I mean? So they cast Lea Salonga as the singing voice of Jasmine, and it's one of those classic performances that still gives me chills to this day. An amazing performance, amazing voice, and then she performed in Mulan as well. She was the singing voice of 2 Disney princesses, a Filipina, a legit Filipina who was born and raised in the Philippines. She's done a ton of stage work, singing, performing. She was one of the hosts of The Voice in the Philippines. She's awesome. All right, let's get to the concert. So the concert was at the Pechanga Theater in Temecula, California. We lost a little money before the show. We ate at the food court before the show. These pictures are not appetizing at all, but trust me, the food was pretty good, overpriced, but tasty. There was a merch table, and unfortunately, I did not get anything from the merch table. I tried to take a peek. They had t-shirts and like signed Funko Pops, signed CDs, signed programs. There was a t-shirt that just said Lea Salonga with a video game controller. I think it said press start. I wanted that one. Unfortunately, after the show, the merch table was hounded by people, so I didn't get anything this time around. So we get to the show. Me and my wife were literally in the furthest possible seat from the stage. The 2 corner seats in the last row of the theater. I'm not joking nor exaggerating. And it wasn't a bad seat, to be honest. I think everyone in the audience read the subtle art of not giving a fuck, because everyone in the audience did not give a fuck about holding their phone up and recording this. I was just trying to enjoy the show, honestly. And it's distracting as there's an old lady in front of me. She's literally checking Facebook during the show. She was actually she was looking at everyone who reacted to one of her posts, and her finger was shaking, and she was trying to decide who she was going to add as a friend and who she was going to pass on. She was playing Bejeweled or whatever horse shit. You paid a lot of money to see this show. Put your fucking phones down. I mean, come on. It was really distracting, to be honest. You're not supposed to record it during the show. The employees at the show was not enforcing this at all. I actually heard the employee in the corner behind me audibly yawn loudly, like in the middle of the show. I can understand yawning. Like, if you're tired, if you didn't get enough sleep, you can keep that shit to yourself, like you can yawn quietly. That was annoying. As for the show, Lea Salonga is amazing. I counted the band. There were 8 band members behind her. 2 keyboardists, her pianist / musical director, a drummer, a guitarist, a bassist, and 2 additional singers. They were amazing. They were solid as fuck. Lea Salonga was amazing. She was great. I can tell you what I remember. Before she comes out, there's something called the Lea Salonga Overture. So they're playing kind of like instrumentals of songs that she has sung. She comes out and she sang Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, from that classic movie performed by Gene Wilder. Amazing. A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman. She sang like a handful of songs, like classic movie songs. So Stayin' Alive from Saturday Night Fever, which I've never seen. There's a movie Moments medley. Everything I Do It For You, I never realized was from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, which I've never seen. Arthur's theme, The Best That You Can Do from Arthur. My Heart Will Go On, of course, from Titanic. Don't You Forget About Me from The Breakfast Club. She sang some songs from Miss Saigon, which I didn't recognize, unfortunately. Then she gets to the kind of the middle of the performance, which I really like that she did this. She sang other Disney songs from movies that she was not directly a part of. So she sang Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid, A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes from Cinderella, Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas, and Let It Go from Frozen, which I thought was cool and recognizable for me and a large part of the audience as well. Then she gets to my favorite chunk. I can't speak for the rest of the audience, but I'm assuming this was a lot of people's favorite chunk. She sang Reflection from Mulan, and then A Whole New World, of course, the classic, the price of admission right there. But my favorite performance of the whole night was On My Own from Les Mis. Amazing. Chills. Price of admission, honestly, right there. Then there was an encore bit, the very last song. Well, I don't want to ruin it, but well, it's on Wikipedia. But anyway, I highly encourage you to check out this show if you can, Lea Salonga. It's called Lea Salonga Stage, Screen, and Everything in Between. She's performing all over the place. And I also encourage you to just go see a live performance. Because, you know, we love actors and performers. And if they're in a movie or a show or a video game, that show or video game or movie, that's going to be there. You can stream it. You can buy the physical media. Live performance, it's really unique. It's a once in a lifetime thing. You're going to witness this thing live in front of you. Now, you might see them over and over again, but you might not. You might just see them one time. And to go see this particular performance with these group of people together, performing live in front of you, it's amazing. Go check it out. Go support Lea Salonga, representing my home country. Well, my wife's home country, my parents' home country, the Philippines. Go check out this show. She's an amazing performer. Amazing. That's all I got for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. You probably didn't. If you like this video, hit like and subscribe if you want to. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And say hi to your pets for me. This video was the first thing that came out of my mouth this morning, and I think you can tell.